Alrighty guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the Best Investing Money Management channel on YouTube. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the top 2 stocks that I am swing trading right now. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value out of this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, concerns, make sure you guys ask them down below. So starting off with stock number 1. Stock number 1 is ticker symbol CLS. Now, anytime you guys are swing trading, you don't care where the stock is going to be at in a year or 2 years longer. All you care about is a short-term opportunity that the stock brings. So looking at this stock, you guys can see I drew out a couple of lines. The very first line is up here at about $12.54. Now, for me, this represents very, very hard resistance, right? Every time the stock has hit it, we just have that tendency to see sell-off in this stock. Now, another thing I drew out right here was this other line. Now, this line represents a trend line support. So what this means is every time that this stock hits this price, on that trend line, we have that tendency to get some sort of buying pressure. So you guys can see it's hit it once, it's almost hit it twice, 3 times, 4 times. And now looking at this stock, you can see it hit it and instantly consolidated. So we did not get sell-off, confirming that we have a possible reversal. Not to mention, looking at it at the RSI, it's right at about a 30 to about a 45, which represents an undervalued point for the stock. So looking at it, what I am doing is I am going to hop in right now at about $11.30, set my stop loss below $11, probably at about $10 and about 90 cents. So I'm virtually risking 40 cents to possibly have this stock come back up to resistance up here at about $12.50. which would give me about a 3-to-1 risk and reward, which is a great opportunity. And another thing I love about this is we have that general trend. It's a lot easier to make money when the trend is in your favor, because there's going to be a lot more buying pressure involved compared to if the stock was going the completely opposite way. You'll have a lot more selling pressure. So given that we have that nice support right now, it represents a good opportunity to pick up a couple of shares of this, hold it. My outlook for this is probably going to be at about 10 to 14 days. And the beauty of it is if it sells off, I'll cut my losses early and not even look at it. But if this thing starts to push up, I'll probably start taking my first profit near about $12.30 and start scaling out. And I can always buy back in if this thing explodes. But I definitely think it's worth looking at for sure, and I'm super excited to see where this one goes. Now, the second stock here is ticker symbol AMD. Now, AMD is a lot larger of a company than other companies that we talked about, CLS. So you can see if we actually go ahead, I'll delete some of these just to make it a little clearer. You can see we do still have that general upward trend, a little more volatile than the last one there. This one does go up and down at a little more of a rapid rate, and we do have a short-term downward trend, as you guys can see, where the stock has sold off from about 164 all the way to $100. Now, for me, AMD carries so much potential in the short term and the long term. I personally think that we are just getting started with really the computer era, technology. And the question that I always like to ask people is, do you think we are getting more dependent or less dependent on technology? I personally think we're getting more and more dependent each and every day. We have NFTs, metaverse, cryptocurrency, and a whole bunch of other things, in the outlook of computers, online, AI. So AMD makes a lot of money off that stuff. They sell computer parts, graphics cards, all of that. But looking at it, you can see, if we actually go ahead and we kind of zoom out a little bit, you can see it used to have this resistance at about $100, right? It hit it several times and just had a very, very hard time breaking above it, okay? So now you can see we had that breakout, and this old resistance is acting as new support. This is very, very common with technical analysis. Old support or old resistance becomes new support, and vice versa. So if this thing sells off, below that $100 mark, that $100 mark would now act as resistance and not support. Okay, but looking at it, you can see every time at that $100 mark now, we get buying pressure, right? 1, 2, 3 times, 4, 5, 6 times. And now, given that the stock sold off to $101, I definitely think for me, this represents a good opportunity to pick up a couple of shares of this. And it does have some, some resistance at about 124. So virtually, you could set your stop loss below 90, risk $10 to possibly make 25. You could obviously cut your stop, sooner. But for me, I definitely think a 2 to 1 risk and reward for a stock like AMD would be a good short-term swing trade. But I definitely think picking up a share underneath or near and around that $100 mark for AMD for like a 2 to 3 year outlook for a long-term investment would be pretty good too. So I definitely see both sides. But right now, it just brings such a good opportunity on basic support and resistance. Sold off support, so you could even set your stops below 95, risk $6 to possibly make 25, which would give a great risk and reward. You'd cut your losses early. But for me, AMD carries a lot of potential. I definitely think that this is one that I'm going to be swing trading, and I already own shares for like the long term. So I definitely think though this represents a great opportunity to pick up a couple of shares. I'm super excited to see kind of how these play out. But that is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. We will see you guys later. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe. Take care.